When you see that picture, you know it's a big day. Where's that at?
You never visited that place then. You were living in Arizona at that time because that was 2018,
Oh, that's when you moved back for like 9 months.
right? So there's me, 2018. I can't really give you a time frame. Maybe I can.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's me in a Raven jersey with my
Yep.
dog
You're wearing
Bella.
it's what you're wearing right now.
Yep, we're in the same one right now,
Yep.
and today's a huge day.
It is. It's a big night. We all know everybody, as you can tell by the name, by the thumbnail. This is a blind reaction of mine and Z's.
Yep.
As this for the Steelers and Ravens schedule is mine and Z's blind reaction. We are going into this where we just know very minimal in terms of just very minimal amount of games that the Steelers and Ravens have set up.
Right.
And so we're going into this probably about 95 to 99% where we do not know the schedule. The schedule came out tonight at 8:00. We all know throughout the day, leaks happen, games come out, everything like that. We took the day to not look at it because we wanted to do a blind reaction. So Z and
Yep.
I made predictions on my end for the Steelers, on his end, the Ravens, where he wrote down his very own schedule prediction. I wrote down my very own schedule prediction. And once we actually pull up the real schedule, we will determine how many we got right.
Right. So I think if you get the team right, it's 1 point. But then if you also guess if it's Monday night or Sunday night football or something, that's 2 points.
Yep. Okay. All
That's 2
right.
points.
So,
But first of all, welcome back, everybody.
Yes, welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Who Are These Guys? I believe this is episode
Woo!
40, 43, 44. Yeah, pretty much. It's an honor of Ray Z at the end of the day. It's an honor of Ray. This is Z. I would say this is the last big NFL day until the preseason comes.
Yeah.
Or until maybe training camp starts or something, or we can just say when the season starts.
Yeah, I'm just going to say the season.
Yeah, so when the season starts, because everything's passed. Free agency, draft, schedule release, you name it. So it's all come and gone. We sit here, and Z and I are going to get ready to find out here just in moments who the Ravens are playing, who the Steelers are playing each week.
Yep.
Matchups, home, away, which games that we see ourselves going to, prime time, blah, blah, blah. You guys get the gist.
Big moment. Big
So,
moment.
Z, do you want to start, or would you like me to start on my prediction?
You go ahead. Go first, Em.
Okay. All right. So I did this last night and I actually put thought into it. I didn't just randomly do it. I actually put thought into it of what would make sense in terms of primetime games, in terms of 1:00, 4:30 games, etc. So the one game that I already know that came out yesterday is who the Steelers are going to open up against. That was really a given. They're like Schefter in the NFL leaked certain games on purpose to not just drive interest for people to get excited for the schedule release, but also really just kind of some of the opening matchups, some of the holiday matchups, things of that nature. So their first game is at the Atlanta Falcons. Now, that is official. They are going to Atlanta. I do not know what time that game is going to be played. It could be 1:00. It could be 4. I don't know. It's probably going to be 1.
It's 1. It's 100% 1.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, you never know. But so there you go. The Steelers are going to open up their season at Atlanta. Arthur Smith going back to the Falcons where he got canned.
Yep.
The NFL, these first games, they like to create some story. Going into week 2, I did predict the Steelers at the Denver Broncos last night. And I predicted that to be on Monday Night Football. So we'll see if that comes to fruition.
Who would watch that?
I mean, Z. You know the reason why I put on Monday night.
Yeah, I know exactly why.
Okay.
But all right. So
Browns,
you're keeping on the road against Monday night.
Two straight road games.
Okay.
Steelers start 2 straight road games.
Sure.
Week 3, the Steelers home opener against the Cleveland Browns at 1:00. Week 4, Steelers stay home against the New York Jets at 1:00. Week 5, the Steelers go on the road for Thursday Night Football against the Washington Redskins.
There it is, guys. There it is.
Week 6, the Steelers come back home to play the Cincinnati Bengals at 1 o'clock.
Mm.
Week 7, the Steelers go on the road to face the Baltimore Ravens at 1 o'clock.
Mm.
They go back on the road to face the Vegas Raiders at 4:30. They come back home to face the Giants at 1 o'clock. They stay home to face the Dallas Cowboys on
Say the
Sunday.
week. Say the week.
Okay, so that's week 10. We're on week 10.
Okay.
Week 10, they face the Dallas Cowboys at home on Sunday Night Football.
Right.
Week 11 is their bye week.
Mm.
Week 12, they go to Philly at 4:30. Week 13, they go to Cleveland on Sunday Night Football. Week 14, they play the Chargers at home at 4:30. Week 15, they play the Cincinnati Bengals on the road at 1 o'clock. Week 16, they play the Chiefs at home on Christmas. And week 17, they wrap up their season against the Baltimore Ravens at 1 o'clock.
It would be week 18 then.
Week 18, I mean. Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
So then they wrap up their season against the Ravens at 1 o'clock.
All right. Just go ahead and show it to the camera, just so obviously we have physical proof of.
Yep. This was written. Are there details here? Can I look at the details?
Yeah. We'll believe you what you say. I mean, we're not going to freaking,
this was written yesterday.
That deep.
There's the entire schedule right there.
Right there.
And
send me a picture of it. I looked at it. I didn't memorize it though.
Yep. Z got it. So those are that is my Steelers schedule prediction. I'm sure I'll probably only get 3 right.
Yeah. All right. And let's say over under 3. I'm gonna slam the under.
I'm gonna slam the under too.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say 2.
Yeah.
We'll say 3.5.
I'm not gonna count the home opener, and I'm not gonna count the Christmas game. Those are already pushed out.
Yeah, those don't count.
So I'm gonna agree. We're gonna put the number at 3, a solid 3 line. I'm going under 2.
Okay. So this line's 3.5, and we're gonna go under.
Yes.
Okay.
Good enough.
And I am absolutely slamming everything I have on the under for me. Because there have been a few more leaks for the Ravens, starting with awful Ravens playing on Netflix on Christmas Day.
Right.
Awful.
Well, yeah. So we have 2 Christmas games. We have the Chiefs and Steelers and the Texans and Ravens.
Right.
On Netflix, yes.
Yeah.
$10.99, everybody. $10.99.
But what I'm saying is, I already predicted them playing the Texans at some point during the season. So I already have it wrong.
So you're okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I already have it wrong for sure.
Yes.
And I'll also here. Let me just jump to it, and we'll just go from there.
No, there it goes.
All right. So obviously, the Ravens were reported, and it's official that they're going up against the Chiefs on Thursday, week 1, September 5th. So again, we're not going to count that. Week 2, and believe it or not, same thing for me about their opponent. I have them playing Denver.
Really?
Yep. I have the Ravens going home against Denver.
Well, either one of us are going to be right, Z, or we're both going to be wrong.
Right. Exactly. So home against Denver. I'm thinking, the Orioles are not playing that weekend. So to avoid any conflict with MLB and NFL schedule or whatever, it's a little bit different the postseason, of course. But so there's no conflict. Week 2 is the only weekend that it lines up for the Ravens to play without the Orioles playing. So I think the Ravens are definitely going to be home week 2. Week 3 and 4 end. Week 3 and 4. I had back-to-back road games. And I think I already got it wrong. I had back-to-back road games against, or maybe I didn't. I don't know. I had back-to-back road games week 3 against the Browns, and I had them stick it in Ohio week 4 against the Bengals.
Okay.
So back-to-back division road games. That's the way the Ravens schedule has been the many last few seasons. They have division road games early on the season.
Okay.
So week 3 and 4 on the road against the Browns and then Bengals. Week 5, they come back home for Monday night against Buffalo. Week 5, they come back home Monday night against Buffalo.
Okay.
Week 6, they get another home game, and they play the Raiders. They play the Raiders week 6. Week 7, they go. Yeah, I know.
That's a 1 p.m. start if I were seeing it.
Yeah, I know. Week 7, they go on the road. They don't go too far. They go up north. They head to New York. They play the Giants.
Okay.
Week 8, they come back home. And week 8, Sunday Night Football against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow, they're actually going to put them on a primetime game.
Yep. Week 9, week 9 and 10. This is where I know I for sure have one of these wrong. Week 9, I have them going on the road to Dallas for a 25 start. Week 10, for sure wrong. I put this as November 10th. I put at Houston. It's for sure wrong
Right.
because they're playing Houston on Christmas.
Right. Right.
So we can just cross that one off. But
Right.
we're gonna leave it there. Week 10 at Houston. Week 11, they come back home for one game and they play home against the Browns. Week 11. Week 12, they're bye.
Okay.
Ravens have had a late bye a lot the last couple seasons. So
Watch, they'll have it week 4.
yeah, I know, right? So week 12 bye. Week 13 coming off the bye, already got it wrong. I put on the road against the Chargers on Thanksgiving Day. I was going big time there, Ren. I
Yeah,
was
you
going
were,
big time.
Z. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. I understand
Yeah.
Harbaugh's. I get it.
Yeah. I was thinking the Harbaugh Bowl. You know,
Yep.
the NFL
Yep.
loves Herbert.
Yep.
Um,
Wonder how many they got this year.
Yep.
Guess we'll find out later.
And then week 14, they come back. They get a couple. The last 5 games of the season, they get 3 at home. Week 14 at 15 against the Bengals, and then week 14 versus the Bengals at home. Week 15 Eagles on Sunday Night Football.
Okay.
Week 16 they come on the road to Tampa in the middle of December. I think the Ravens will get favored with a beautiful weather day against Tampa on the road. Week 17 they finish their last game at home against the Commanders, and week 18 have them finishing on the road against the Steelers.
Okay. All right.
So just to
So how many primetime games do you think they'll have? Because I have 4. Well, for the Steelers, I have 1.
I have 6. I have
You have
6.
6. Okay.
Well, no, 5. Sorry, 5.
Are we
5.
counting the Christmas game as primetime?
Yeah, absolutely, we are.
There's the okay. There's his prediction right there. Pretty
there.
Pretty thought out. Yep. We appreciate the effort. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 primetime for the Steelers.
Okay. All right. I think this is it. I think this is the
All right,
moment.
Z. Here we go. So who do you want to start, or do you want me to start? Do you want to start with the Steelers schedule, or do you want me to start with the Ravens schedule?
I'll start with the Steelers schedule. Steelers schedule.
Right. So Z's going to start us off. He's going to go one week at a time for me.
Yep.
And like we said, whichever ones we get right, we count as a point, or obviously the prime time, that's another point. But we are going to go 1 week at a time. So he's going to start with the Steelers for me, blind reaction, and then I will do the Ravens.
And here, let me show it for the video so anybody else can see it, because I'm going to show it, but En's not going to look.
Right.
So and try your best not to look at this while you're putting it onto the.
All right. Okay. So I'm not even looking at it.
Yeah, you're not looking.
I'm definitely not looking.
All right, this is it.
This is it.
You know, and congratulations.
Yep,
Congratulations.
We're here. Last big day before the season.
Yep. Big day. This will decide fantasy implications. This will decide what day and will be wiping his ass at one certain time of the day.
This will decide what games we turn off and when we say I'm ready for the season end.
Exactly. I'm already predicting early October.
Might be right, Z. Might be right.
Yep. So and if you're ready, I'm ready, because it's obviously also good to show the Ravens games on here.
Yes.
So let's get to it.
All right, let's go.
All right, now when we're going game by game,
yes,
do we want to give a win or loss prediction at that exact moment?
We won't do that yet. Not yet.
Okay, we won't do that yet.
So when we go, you say,
well, let's do it. Let's do it just for the fun of it.
Okay. All right. Fine. We'll do it for the fun of it. This is not our predictions right now. This is not our official 2024 predictions.
No.
This is just for fun as things stand as we sit here in spring. Football with shorts, pretty much. We'll do that. When you go through the schedule, obviously you say the opponent, say the week, say the time.
This is everything. An interesting schedule they have here.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've waited for this moment, and is waiting for this moment, and we're about to blind react. Even though, let's go ahead and start week 1.
Yes,
we already know.
We already know. Yes,
we already know. So it's going to be on the. Is that on the road? Yeah, on the road against Atlanta, and 1:00 start.
Okay. Does it say the channel?
It does not. No,
Okay, all right.
I'm sure it might
1
be
o'clock
Paramount.
start,
I'm sure it might be
Atlanta.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, Paramount. This is going to be a fun game. Kirk
Yep.
Cousins, and I'm not going to like break down every game, but at
Yeah,
least just to
just
start, this
instant
will be
blind reaction.
yeah, this will be a fun game.
Yep.
Kirk Cousins with the Falcons. The Falcons have a nice young upcoming team,
Yep.
new coaching staff, everything. Arthur Smith, Steelers OC, returning to Atlanta. Steelers new quarterback room. Steelers pretty big free agency. Um, good draft. So with that being said, Z, this is kind of tough. I'm gonna say we win the opener though.
Okay. All right. So I'm not going to keep track of myself. I don't want numbers going around left and right. So just
Yeah.
keep track of your own record.
Yep.
So 1-0. And you absolutely slammed your week 2 prediction.
Denver.
It is Denver.
It's Denver.
They
Yep.
have back-to-back road games to start it off
Yep.
and gets 2 points for that one. He got the team and the week. Or I'm sorry, didn't I say the time? What time did you say?
I said Monday Night Football.
It's not Monday Night Football. So
Okay.
so we'll just give him a point.
Okay.
We'll just give him a point.
Okay. What time is it at?
4:25.
4:25 start. Okay. I mean
So
that's still okay. That's still
yep,
okay.
yep. Keep your eyes away from the screen, End. Eyes away
I'm
from the
not even
screen.
looking. I haven't even looked.
Yep, yep. Watch freaking Roxy run around on that couch.
Yep. She's standing on the floor right now.
All right, here we go. So, again, blind reaction, Ed. No
Yep.
breakdown to it. Week
Yep.
2 on the road in Denver.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's a win.
Okay. 2-0. So that's a huge way to start the season. 2-0, back-to-back
Yep.
road games. Not difficult opponents, really.
Yeah.
And let's move on. Week 3, Steelers are coming home. Home opener.
Home opener here.
Maybe End's going to it.
I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe he's not.
Maybe we're not.
Because who I'm about to say, he's gonna freaking probably roll his eyes.
Who are we playing, Z?
Week 3, and they're opening up at home
Uh-huh.
on Sunday at 1 p.m.
Uh-huh.
against your favorite Justin Herbert.
Yeah, against Chargers.
Against your favorite Justin Herbert.
Oh my God.
Week 3 opening
That's
up at
the
home
home
against
opener, the
Chargers.
Chargers. Wow. Wow.
Yep.
That's a win, Z. That's a win.
All right. 3-0.
Yeah,
At this point, it might be 17-0. It might be 17-0.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's going to slow down.
All right. So 3-0. And let's keep moving. Week 4, and again, interesting start to the schedule. They're back on the road.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. The whole month of September, they have one freaking home game.
Yep.
Wow.
So week 4, they're back on the road. Another 1 p.m. start. So no primetime games yet.
Yep.
They will be going on the road to play the Indianapolis Colts.
Early in the year.
Yep.
I was thinking it might have been later.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's an LZ. That's the first L of the year.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So first L of the year. So that means 3-1 through the first
Yes.
4 games, which is good.
Yeah.
All right. Coming back. They are coming back home now
Thank God.
from Indianapolis. First primetime game of the year here.
Wow.
What was your
All right,
prediction?
I'm going to guess what it is real quick. I'm going to guess what primetime game it or
And
like
by the
which,
way,
which
real
slot.
quick, you're going to have to remind me because I'm not going to remember all the game predictions you gave. So
Yeah.
if one of them are right, just say it. Just say that
Okay.
you got one of them right.
Yeah. I got you.
So it seems like we've only got the Broncos one right so far.
Yes. So we have 1 point on the board.
Right.
I'm going to say that this is let's see, we're coming from the Colts on a 1 p.m. I'm going to say this is Thursday night.
But you're incorrect.
Okay. Sunday night.
It is Sunday night.
Okay.
It is Sunday night. They are
Ooh, who are
coming
they
back
playing?
home.
Home game on Sunday Night Football.
Yep. They're
Okay.
coming back home.
Okay.
And I think you would have got this right if you had it the correct week. I don't think you put it this week. Sunday night against Dallas.
Okay. All right. So do I get a point since I originally had Steelers Cowboys on Sunday night just the wrong week?
No.
Or
No,
no?
you don't get a
Okay.
point.
All right.
No.
All right.
No.
All right. Okay. So Sunday Night Football, home against the Cowboys. That's gonna be a big game.
Yep.
First week of October. Probably not going to that game. I'm gonna say it's an L.
L. Back-to-back L's.
Yes.
Okay. and again, he's blind predicting this. He's
Yes. Yeah, these are not my predictions whatsoever. This is just
no,
as we sit here in May, literally hot off the press off this schedule.
right.
So
All right, and week 5, Sunday Night Football against Dallas. Let's
should
move
be
on to week
good.
6.
Should be a good game.
Let's move on to week 6. They're going back on the road.
Of course they are.
So they're going back on the road, and quite honestly, they're going a long ways. They're heading
Going
all
to
the way
Vegas.
over. They're heading all the way over the west side. They're playing Vegas.
Yep.
During week 6, 4 p.m. start.
Yeah. What is this? Week 6?
Correct. Week 6. Right now, you have them at 3-2.
Dang. Dang, on my schedule I had it week 7 at 4:30.
Man.
That
would have been a 2-pointer too. I would give you 2 points for that one.
Yeah. This is a win. This is a win.
Okay. 4-2. 4-2. Well, let's head back and let's head back to the city of Pittsburgh, where Kevin Adams resigns. Where
Rent free.
rent free. Yeah. I'll pull up the tweets.
Yep.
But let's head back to Pittsburgh because that's where we're going. We're heading back.
Yep. Head back.
We're heading back week 7.
Week 7.
And an interesting matchup here. They're going to head back week 7, Sunday night.
Another Sunday night game.
Sunday night.
2 Sunday night games this year.
Yep. Sunday night against Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
Oh, I like that. Watch. This is how this is what the NFL does. They schedule going into the season. We look at these primetime games and everything like, oh wow, looks good, and then guys get injured.
Yep.
Guys ain't playing.
Yep.
Right.
Every primetime game was ass last year.
It is. This is gonna be a win. Z. This is gonna be a win at home.
Okay. So 4-2, right?
Yes. 4-2.
Right. 5-2. Yeah, 5-2 because that was week 7.
2-0, 3-0,
Mm-hmm.
3-1, 3-2,
4-2,
5-2. Yes,
Yep.
5-2.
All right. And I have good news. They're staying home.
It's a miracle.
They're staying home back-to-back weeks. Moving to week 8 now. Moving to week 8. They're going to play another New York team. Giants are coming to town. However, Monday night.
That's Monday night?
Yawn of a game.
God, Roger. The hell is wrong with you?
So back-to-back home games, week 8, Monday night.
Oh, my God. Why is that Monday Night Football? Oh, my God. Well, Z, it's a win. It's a win. So that's 6-2.
So 6-2. And what this means is End is going to have a 6-2 record because the Steelers are going into the bye week.
Week 9 bye.
Steelers are going to the bye week at week 9. Quick, maybe opinions on that.
It's better than week 4 that they had last year. It's better than week 4. So
that's horrendous.
Yeah. So let me see. So the Steelers and Giants was week 8.
Correct. Yes.
Gosh, I had them week 9 on my schedule.
Man,
I've missed a couple.
Yeah, I told you I'm slamming the under on the 3.5.
Yeah. 100%. Okay, so week 9 going to the bye, they sit 6-2. That's obviously really good. It's probably not going to happen where they're 6-2.
Right.
I feel like going into the bye at week 9, probably maybe a 5-3. Would is kind of maybe that hot spot for them looking at their first X amount of games. But we're sitting at 6-2 into the bye week, so we'll go on at week 10 here, Z.
Okay, let's go. So 6-2 heading into the bye week. So that bye week's week 9, coming into week 10. Still no matchups with the Ravens yet.
No.
So we'll see.
No division matchups yet.
Yeah. Wow.
No division.
Wow. I never even noticed that.
First 9 weeks, no division game.
No division games. Oh, and I promise you, it's about to change pretty quickly.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. I know that this back end of the schedule is gonna be brutal.
Week coming out of the bye week, they have a decent favorable one. They're starting on the road, coming out of the bye week, and they're heading over to the Washington Redskins.
Yeah. So, geez. So really, the back end of their schedule is going to be a ton of division games. Jeez, that's freaking rough.
Yep.
That's really rough. Okay, going on the road to Washington. I'm gonna say it's an L. I'm gonna say it's an L.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm gonna
Coming
say
off
it's
a
an L.
bye week too.
This is the game. Yeah, this is the game they lay an eggsy.
Yeah,
This is it.
here it is. Here it
This
is.
is it. This is it. This is the one where coming out of the bye week, you think, okay, Steelers are usually good out of the bye. This is the egg right here.
Right. This is the egg. All right.
Yeah.
So the egg is being hatched,
Yes, it has.
and it'll be
Yes,
right
it
there
has.
on the field.
Yes. This is just where we turn it off and disgust.
And that might be around the election. So, you know.
Yeah. It's gonna be a brutal month in November.
All right. So week 10, we're coming on the road against Washington and has a loss, 6-3.
Yes.
Week 11. Week 11, first division game.
Thank God. That's crazy.
Yeah. Week 11, first division game. Is that? Let me just make sure that's week 11. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Week 11, first division game, starting at home, 1 p.m. start against the Baltimore Ravens.
And the Steelers are home.
Correct, yes. Home against the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm gonna say this is a win.
Mm.
Coming off a bad loss to Washington, coming home to play the Ravens, it's gonna be a win.
All right. So again, make sure you keep track of your record here.
Yep.
Now we're moving on to what is that? Week 12.
Yes.
Week 12. Another division game.
Yes.
This time they're going on the road. Thursday night, short
Ugh.
week.
Yep.
Short week Thursday night, heading to Cleveland.
It's gonna be an L.
I agree.
Yeah, this is the L. Short week, back-to-back division games. It's gonna be an L. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be brutal.
Yep. Yep.
So there's no.
Week number 13. Third straight division game.
Jeez. Come on, Roger.
And just so you know, they're sticking on the road.
So then they're going to the Bengals.
They are going to the Bengals. 1 p.m. start on
Wow.
Sunday, heading over to Cincinnati.
Wow. I'm gonna say this is an L Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it just gets to the point where playing 3 division games in a row, you win the one at home, you lose on a short week, and then you play a Bengals team that's obviously going to be competitive too and tough. You had a hot start in your season. It's just hard to win division games like that in just 3 straight weeks.
Well, don't worry, Ian, because the next week is 4 straight weeks.
A whole month?
4 straight weeks of division opponents.
Wow.
4 straight weeks. I guess the good news is they're coming back home for week 14. And they're facing the Cleveland Browns at 1 p.m.
Facing the Browns. They'll win that one.
Okay.
Wow. A whole month stretch of division games.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that for the Steelers before.
And now we come down to the Final Four. It's tough.
Yeah. I know what this is.
So, End's going to give them a win against Cleveland at home.
Yes.
Now we're going back on the road. Sunday game at 4:30 in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Yeah, this is tough. Coming off 4 straight division games, going to play the Eagles. I'm gonna say it's a loss.
All right. Well, guess what? They're sticking on the road. And that means their final road game of the year. Saturday, December 21st. 4:30 start against Baltimore.
Yeah.
Tough back half of the stretch here.
Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, so we had them losing the Eagles. The Steelers have been very good against the Ravens the last 3 years.
Mhm.
I'm going to say it continues. I'm going to say they sweep them this year.
Mm.
As we sit right here in Maisie. This isn't
Yep.
official. This is not official predictions. My mind can change. My mind will change come the summertime, going into training camp. Of course, when Z and I uh, do our official predictions for this season. But as things are right now, like I said, hot off the schedule, I'm gonna say that they continue to have the Ravens number this year, and they win in a big game with playoff implications. Coming off a loss to the Eagles, they beat the Ravens on the road in a big one.
Sure. All right, so that means the last 2 games are going to be at home for them,
Yes,
which I think is key.
yes, it is. It's not easy, but
Second to last week, home, 1 p.m. against the Chiefs.
this is a 1 o'clock on Christmas.
That's correct. Yeah, sorry, I didn't even recognize that. 25th on Christmas.
This is a loss. Christmas already ruined in May, folks.
Oh man.
Well, all right. Then the last game's the Bengals. Obviously, I'm gonna say they win
Yeah.
that one.
It is right now it says to be decided.
Yeah.
So uh yeah, so last week home against the Bengals
Yeah,
then.
that's gonna be a win.
Yeah. So
So my final record for them, based off of this, is 10-7.
okay.
That's my final record. I feel like that's a realistic record. The Steelers obviously looking at their schedule as
Yeah,
we
go
know
ahead
their
and look
entire
over it. You can look at it now.
yes as we look at their entire schedule. The only game I got right is the Broncos game.
Right.
That's it. I had a couple. I was close. I was a week off. But looking at their schedule, let's see. So how many primetime games they got? They got 2 Sunday nights. They have a Monday night with the Giants, and they have a which one's
Thursday
their
night.
Thursday night
So
one?
4. They have 4
Which one's their Thursday night one?
on the road against Cleveland.
Okay. And then I guess if we count Christmas at 1 o'clock prime time, but I don't really.
Yeah, no.
So they have 4 primetime games. I guessed 5. 4 sounds about right. They have a few 4:30 starts, which is good. Those usually end up being big games too. But overall, like really when it comes down to the schedule, I never really put a lot of stock into it. I know some people do, and they're like, oh, dude, yeah, our schedule's easy. It's a cakewalk. Our schedule's sucks. Our schedule's hard. I don't put a lot of stock into it because teams are different every year. You can have a team like the Niners who are coming off a Super Bowl this year, but they're not going to be the same team last year. They can still have a good year this year. They're not going to be the same team. They're a different team, different players, sometimes different philosophy, different coaches get plugged in the mix. But when I look at schedules, I don't ever really put a lot of stock into them. Teams are different every year. Teams are better. Teams
I agree.
are worse. Yeah, I just don't. So you're gonna have people look at this and say, like, really? Well, okay. Statistically, the Browns, the Ravens, and the Steelers in that order have the top 3 hardest schedules in the NFL this year. Based off of that is only based off of last
What?
season.
Yeah, win percentage.
Yes, that is based off of last season's win percentage. So you can look at that all you want. You can look at some of these teams on paper here. You can look at their back end of the schedule all you want. But at the end of the day, all that matters is when the season's going on and who's playing good, who's not playing good, who's on the field, right? So I think really when I put it together, I think 10, maybe 11 wins is a good realistic mark for the Steelers this year because I think they actually did a lot of good things this offseason. But overall, looking at it, you got 4 primetime games. I like that they have a few 4:30 games in there. You play on Christmas, whatever. That back end of the schedule is rough. You have a whole month of division games, and then you have the Chiefs and the Eagles in there in that final stretch. So that's rough. You obviously have some favorable matchups to start with the Falcons, Denver, Chargers, Colts. You have the
Very
Raiders in there.
lopsided.
Yeah, you have the Raiders in there, the Giants in there, Washington in there. Those are winnable games. And sure, you have the Cowboys, you have the Jets that are a little rough, but at the end of the day, you got to play who's on your schedule. You have to play who's on your schedule, and that's just how it is. I don't care how easy, how hard a schedule might look going into the year. All these teams I listed can be better than we think, won't be as good as we think. They're gonna have problems throughout the year. Like who knows? So I don't think anybody should be putting stock into how difficult or how concerning the said schedule is. How many times have teams had pretty solid, easy schedules and they don't do crap with it? They freaking suck. They win 8 games, 9 games, right? So,
Thoughts on the comment section. Not liking the 4
4
straight
straight
division
division
games.
games, yeah. I'll have to pull it up and look at it and go on Twitter tonight and kind of go through, see what people are talking about. They might win 7 games. Right there. That's exactly a prime example. Emo Jim says 12-5.
Yep, 12-5. There it is. Start 9-0.
Yeah, start 9-0. Sounds about right.
17-0.
11-5 or
Yep.
11-6. I mean, whatever. So yeah, when I look at this, it excites me. I like some of the primetime matchups. I don't get the Monday Night Football matchup. I don't with the Giants. I don't understand why you couldn't have flipped that somewhere else. Looking at this though, in terms of a game I see myself going to, I mean, geez, I honestly don't care to go to the home opener just because it's a mess. Sunday Night Football against Dallas, those tickets are going to be asinine. So we're probably maybe looking at the Jets game or Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
That's probably what we're looking at.
Right.
Maybe, like really when I look at their home games this year, maybe we might get it. Maybe I might go to a divisional game or something. But really, when we look at it, I'm probably looking at the Jets or the Giants.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
go
could
see
do home opener, but
Rodgers.
like it's just it's a mess. Maybe depending who I go with. But yeah, so maybe like I'm not gonna throw out the home opener. I would definitely go to it. I'm not gonna throw it out the window. But I feel like Jets or Giants is probably the hot spot.
All right.
So
Well, there it is.
there it is.
Steelers schedule full 18 games. Yeah. Well, it shouldn't be 18 games.
Yes.
There it is. Then that's what you wait all this time for. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yes.
Now you and Jason can start planning. Which one
Yeah,
you
we
want to
can.
try to get to. So
Yes, we can. Steelers are actually opening
Good.
up as a 3-point underdog against the Falcons.
So you got one right.
I got one right, Z.
Okay.
All you need is 2 to beat me.
Yeah. All I need is 2.
It.
All I
That's
need
it.
is 2. So
That's it.
let's get it. I'm honestly not confident getting one, but
yeah.
I go okay. We'll put the line at 1.5. We'll put the line 1.5.
1.5.
I'm still gonna take the under.
Okay. All right. Let me pull up the Ravens real quick.
Jeez,
the Packers have 4 straight primetime games.
Here we go.
Week 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Oh my God, Roger.
Yep.
Yeah, Pirates lose 10-2.
I'm nervous, ladies and gentlemen. I'm nervous, but M's gonna
pull up the
tell me.
Ravens. Let's pull it up here. Baltimore Ravens.
Just look it up on Twitter, and
yeah, I know I'm on it right now. So the Ravens have. Okay, I'm not going to say that because we're going to go through the schedule. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, they're posting the preseason schedule.
All
right, here we go, Z. Here we go.
Right,
Let's freaking get into this.
All right, hold on. So, okay.
Let's see here. Let me try to make this picture bigger. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Okay.
All right, I'm not looking.
All right. I'll tell you when it's up. Our 2024 schedule. Okay. All right. And here we go.
Here we go. I got the highlighter ready. Let's see if we get these right.
Yep. Okay. All right. So Z, week 1, we obviously know who that's going to be. Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night.
Yes.
Or not Monday night. Thursday night.
Yes.
Okay. Geez, can they make this any smaller in terms of the times? My God. You can't even read it. I got to pull it up on my phone. I can't even read that. They made those times absolutely so freaking tiny.
Why don't you just go to the Twitter tab on your computer and look at it?
What do you mean? That's what I'm on.
Right. Like, don't you have another window open?
What do you mean another window?
Like, I'm saying, like, do you have another tab open on your internet browser?
Oh, yeah, just to pull up a different schedule?
No, I'm saying, like, you can keep that one, but if you look at the picture on Twitter, does it not look closer for you?
it's the picture I have is up front, Z, but I can't read what time the games are at because it's like right in like they have it weird where it's like right in the middle of the matchup and it's so tiny.
All right, so just leave that photo on there for our audience.
Okay. I
Pull
had
it
the
up when
photo up, but um I'm just gonna read it off of something else. Okay. So week 1 we obviously know is against the Kansas City Chiefs, opening night in the NFL, 8:20 p.m.
All right, here we go. I'm ready. Week 1
Okay.
against Chiefs.
Yes. All right, Z, week 2.
Yes.
Week 2, the Ravens are home.
Yep. I hit it. Come on, give it to
You
me.
hit it.
Denver.
You
Denver,
hit
give
it.
it to me.
The Steelers are playing Denver, Z. It's not Denver.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Idiot. Okay. The Ravens home opener is Sunday, 1:00 against the Raiders.
Give me a
Oh
win. Give me a
God.
win.
Yep.
Give me a win. All right, so I'm sorry, we are going game by game here.
Yes, we are.
We're going game by game.
Yes, we are.
Chiefs.
Chiefs Sunday
Yeah.
night on the road. Home
Thursday night.
opener week 2
Thursday
against the
night.
Raiders, 1:00.
Well, sorry, I didn't get my win-loss prediction for the Chiefs real quick.
Okay.
I'm not gonna break it down too much. AFC Championship rematch, yada yada. We know what the circumstances are. I will say right now, the Ravens beat them in the opener.
Wow.
I'll say the Ravens beat them in the opener.
Okay. All right. So you have 2-0.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have them losing to the Raiders.
Okay. All right. Week 3.
Come on.
Ravens go on the road. Pack your bags, Z. Ravens are going on the road.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
It is a 4:25 start.
I don't like that.
It is against the Dallas Cowboys.
God, that early?
Yeah.
And I might slam the under 0.5 line at this point.
I know. We'll see how this progresses. It's not getting any better.
All right, so I went when I'm not gonna have them start 3-0 with Dallas on the road. I'll give them a loss.
All right.
So I'll go 2-1. So on the road against Dallas.
Yes.
Yep. I did get the 4:30 start right with Dallas.
You did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, I got that right.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Now, if I get the bye week right, is that a point?
Sure. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Week 3. We had that's week 3. Week 4, Z.
Okay.
The Ravens come back home.
Here we go.
Sunday Night Football
Here we go.
against the Buffalo Bills.
I was 1 week off.
Yeah.
I had them week 5 against the Bills.
How does it feel?
I had them week 5 against the Bills Monday night. So I was almost there.
Almost there. Off by a week. Sunday Night Football, home against Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, the Bills have had the Ravens number the last multiple seasons. I'm taking the Ravens in this matchup.
All right.
Give me the Ravens in this matchup.
Week 5, they go on the road. 1:00.
Here comes just a.
Jeez, it's just looking like home away here. So
oh God. Oh yeah, that's great. That's great.
Going on the road to the Cincinnati Bengals, 1:00.
It's a good one. Obviously, the Ravens swept the Bengals last season. I'll have them. I'll have them start off with. I'll have them beating them. I'll have the Ravens winning a big one on the road against the Bengals.
Okay.
Give me 4-1 to start.
Okay. All right. Week 6, the Ravens go back home.
Jesus.
I mean, Z, literally the start literally is home, away, home, away, home, away.
Yeah.
Home.
Thanks, Roger. Thanks.
So week 6 is home. 1:00 against the Washington Commanders.
I can see them laying an egg.
The Commanders must be the egg team.
Yeah, I can see them laying an egg.
Yeah,
but and I just don't think I can do it. I'm not going to do it. So 1:00. Yeah, give me a win. Ravens usually have success against rookie quarterbacks.
Okay. All right. Week 7, Z. Monday Night Football. Pack your bags. You're going to Tampa Bay.
Looks like that's what I'm going in. Looks like
Yep.
that's what I'm going. Can we get a round of applause? Can
Yep.
we get a round of
October
applause?
21st.
Yep.
Monday Night Football, 8:15
Hope I don't have anything
against the
planned.
Buccaneers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Coming on the road against Tampa Monday night. Obviously, I'm going to be there, so I want to say a win, but out of respect to Tampa, I'm going to say loss.
Okay. All right. Week 8 coming around. Ravens go back on the road. So 2 road games in a row now.
Okay, now we're finally getting a little back to back.
Yep. 1 o'clock start in Cleveland.
This is where I'm going to say mid portion through the season where they have a little slump. I'm going to go back to back losses.
All right.
I'm going to go back to back losses. That was week 8.
Yes. Week 9. Back home against the Broncos.
Slam in the wind. I'll
But
bet
you don't think Bow and Arrow can get the job done?
Bet everything on that.
Bow and Arrow, Z. Bow and Arrow.
This is where we get to a point with the Ravens where it's either a hit or miss. The Ravens are either starting week 9, week 8, week 10. They're gonna pop off either 8-9 wins in a row, or they're gonna be mediocre. So I'll see how the rest of the schedule plays out. But yeah, give me a win. Right. So I have them at 6-3.
Okay. All right. Week 10, Z.
Yep.
You're going to Thursday Night Football.
I might get the bye week right. Might get the bye week right.
Yep. Week 10.
Okay, gave it to me.
Thursday Night Football, home against the Bengals.
Good one. So same as last season. The Ravens played Cincinnati home. What was the game before again? Who they were home against? Who?
Denver.
All right, yeah. Give me another sweep on the Bengals.
Okay. So you have them sweeping the Bengals this year.
Correct.
As of right now in May.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. Week 11.
Come on, give me the bye week.
There's no time to rest for the weary, Z. You're on the road.
Here we go.
On the road.
Past week 11?
Yeah.
Odd Roger.
Yeah. Wait till you see their bye week.
Oh, God, dude. What's the latest it goes to? Like week 14?
I think. 15, maybe. 15. I don't know.
Here we go.
Okay. On the road, week 11, 1 o'clock in Pittsburgh.
Okay. So week 11. I'm sorry, I had their bye week 12. I forgot, and I can show it right on there. I had their bye week 12.
Yes.
I did a little arrow.
Yes.
Okay, so week 11 against Pittsburgh on the road.
You can still get their bye week, right, Z?
That's what I'm saying. I can still get it right.
Yeah. So
week 11 on the road, give me a loss.
Okay. All right. Week 12. Is this the bye week, Z?
And I hope so.
It could be. It could be. But you're gonna be packing your bag, Z.
Oh, God, Roger.
Z, you're gonna be packing your bags on a Monday night to go to LA to face the Chargers. Harbaugh, Monday Night Football. Week 12. Z, those injuries might be coming up again. The injuries could be climbing at this point.
Unbelievable. All right. Give me a win. I'm gonna take a win in the Harbaugh Bowl.
Yep.
I'm convinced this next week is gonna be the bye. If not, I'm gonna be just speechless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a win. The Ravens go from they get like an extra day to prepare for this game heading to the West Coast. They beat the Charger last season. I would pick them to win again this season.
Okay. All right, Z, week 13.
Yep.
You're leaving LA.
Here we go.
Going into week 13.
Yep.
Again, rest is not for the weary. It is a home game. It is a home game, Z, at 4:25 against Philly. 13 straight weeks without a bye.
The Ravens had to request this, right? There's no way. There is zero way that they're giving the Ravens a slate of a bye week. Okay.
Yep.
Anyways, week 13, you said.
Yes.
I don't think I'm gonna get one right.
425.
I don't think I'm gonna
against
get one
the
right. 425 against the Eagles.
Yes.
I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna give them back-to-back dubs here.
All right.
I'm gonna give them back-to-back wins.
All right. Week 14.
It's got to be here. It's got to be.
Week 14, Z. Could this be the bye week?
This point, I might as well not have one.
Again, rest is not for the weary. You're going you're going on the road. No, I'm just kidding. This is your bye week.
Oh, there it is. Wow, week 14.
Ravens bye week is week 14.
God.
That's insane.
Yeah. That'll be a well-deserved bye week come that time.
Yep. Week 15, Z. You're
Yep.
coming out of the bye week. You're heading on a plane here, packing your
Mhm.
suitcase. 1:00 against the Giants.
That's a favorable one for the Ravens for sure. Probably a bad weather game. But if I'm gonna have them coming out of a bye, the Ravens have historically known for having a great record coming out of the bye. I'm gonna give them a win.
Okay. All right. Week 16 on a Saturday at 4:30. It is home against the Steelers.
All right, so for that one, I'm gonna have them split. So give me a win.
Okay. Week 17, 2 more games left. Week 17, Christmas, 4:30 on Netflix at Houston.
Right. It's a good one. It's kind of hard to predict on what the circumstances look like at that time of the year, but I'll give them an L. I'll say the Texans get their number this time.
All right.
So I'll take an L.
And then the last game of the year to be determined on the time and day. Sunday, but to be determined on the time. Week 18, they will finish their season home against the Browns.
It's always a division game they end with. Yeah, I'll take I'm not gonna take a loss. I mean, again, depending on what it looks like at that time of the season, I'll take a win. So that means my initial one for them is 12-5.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
So Z has 12-5. It's a reasonable record for the Ravens. They still have a solid team, a talented team. It's a reasonable record. We'll see how Z's mind changes as they approach training camp and close to the season on that. But Z, what are your initial thoughts here after being introduced to the Ravens schedule here?
Yeah, I mean, stupid having a bye week that late. I mean, that's the first thing you got to point out. Having a bye week 14, unbelievable.
Right.
Bye week 14, that's the first thing that stands out to me. Starting the season, I mean, I will say that obviously the Ravens have one of the harder schedules based off win percentage from last year. It's balanced out pretty well for them. It's balanced pretty well. I think it favors them on who they're playing each week, from like a playoff team from last year to a shit team from last year.
Yeah.
So, how many primetime games? I didn't count.
Yeah.
I didn't count how many primetime games.
They have 4.
They have 4.
4 primetime games, and I think they have 7 nationally televised games.
All right.
So 5, if you want to count Christmas, 5.
Sure. So I guess the home opener I'm going to is against the Raiders.
Yeah, I guess so, Z.
And then so they play the Raiders week 2. When did they play Tampa?
Huh?
They played Tampa week? Oh, no,
week 7.
Week 7. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, not really too many thoughts. I mean, just kind of a typical schedule. What are you trying to pull up here?
Oh, nothing. I was just scrolling through.
Yeah. Well, everyone can see what you're scrolling through in.
Yeah, my bad.
God,
I've been on Twitter all day.
Yeah. I mean, guys, the guy is itching.
Yeah. Well, I just like to see people reaction. That's where I get my news.
So there we go. I mean, we have announced both of our schedules. I guess we could just talk about the Cardinals schedule real quick now that we got it right here. And God, how are they tweeting this? Here we go. Here we go. I got it right here. Okay. All right, here. Let me go ahead and I guess we can put this on. Okay, we won't talk too much about the Cardinals one. We'll just kind of look it over, I guess.
Okay. Wish I
Um,
could read it.
don't worry, I'm gonna read it to you.
Yep.
All right, so
Are we doing a quick prediction for the Cardinals here?
we can. That's fine.
All right.
All right, so what's the first day of the season? Is it
September 5th.
yeah?
That's
So
the opener.
I mean the Sunday. Sunday's the 8th. Okay, interesting. So the Cardinals, instant L, instant L.
Who are they
Start,
playing?
starting on the road, Buffalo.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
starting on the road in Buffalo.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough first game.
We're both going L.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're both going L. They're going to come home and play 3 straight home games. They have
Must be nice.
Rams, Lions, Commanders.
Oof. That's not easy either, Z.
No,
You
it's not.
got a divisional game with the Rams, who they're solid still, as we know, as of now. The Lions coming off an NFC title game. And then you got Washington at home with Cliff Kingsbury coming back and a rookie quarterback.
Yep.
I'm going to say Z. I'm going to say they start 0-3.
Mm.
And then they win against Washington.
Mm. Okay. 0-3. Jesus. Okay, so after Washington, they're gonna go back to back road. Oh god, this is horrendous. They're gonna have back to back road games. San Francisco, and then over to Green Bay.
Again, I don't like to put a lot of stock in the schedules, but I think just when we take into account the nature of the travel here, and kind of the time of year. So you're going to play the Niners, which is tough on the road, and then you go to play Green Bay. I'm gonna say they split.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, usually they'll squeak out like one of those, just
Yeah.
like randomly. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I mean, what do you have? What do you have them at? So you have
I'm
3
at, I'm
wins.
at
So
2 wins. 2 wins right now.
oh right. Okay, 2 wins. So what? That's at 2-4. Yeah, 2-4.
Yeah.
They're gonna come home. This looks like their first primetime match. I can't see what I think it's Monday night. I think it's Monday night against the Chargers.
Chargers again? I'm gonna say they win that one.
Yeah, I'll give them a win on that. And then they go on the road, play Miami.
It's no.
And then they'll come back home, two straight games at home, Bears and Jets.
I'm gonna say it's 0-2.
God, Carolina has 0 primetime games.
Who wants to watch that, Z?
And nobody. And apparently the Cardinals only have 1, so that Monday night was the only one.
There you go. That's it. They don't have a Thursday night game this year.
No, they don't.
See you later.
Yeah. All right. So, okay. So after the 2 home games, they're gonna have a bye week. Week 11. Week
Thank
11
God.
bye. Yeah, probably for the better. Week 11, they're gonna come out again. Not favorable. Back to back road games coming out of the bye week. Seattle, then Minnesota.
Okay. I'm gonna say they have a nice 2-win stretch here, Z.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm at 5 wins.
And just kind of, and then from there, and then now they have back to back home games. Seattle again, and then the Patriots.
Yeah. I'm gonna say they split. So I
Okay.
got 6 wins.
Well, guess what? And now we're gonna go back to back road games, heading over to Carolina and against the Rams.
I'm gonna say they split.
Okay. And
7
then
wins.
last game of the season, home against the 49ers. So
Yep. So 7 wins,
yep.
which is fair.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
I'd like to see that. I think it would be cool to see them kind of be one of those teams this year that exceed expectations.
Sure.
Who knows? but just based off of what we know right now, and as we know the Cardinals as right now, we'll go 7.
Sure. So there we go. We went about an hour blind reaction of the schedule.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's pretty good.
Obviously, like we kind of now have to let it marinate, and we'll look over this for the next month. I'll look over for the next month. Just kind of let it marinate for all the fans. It just came out, we're again just kind of blind reactions to it. So,
Yeah.
like I said, you have to let this kind of soak in, see how we're feeling about all these matchups. But honestly, what a day! The day finally came. So,
Yeah.
is it?
Um,
Is there anything else we want to talk about?
no, like I want to discuss with you just like looking at all the primetime games this year and things of that nature, but we don't have to do that here. So it was a fun blind reaction.
Mhm.
I guess I won that. I got one. Z didn't get any of his predictions right.
No.
So Z got none right. I got one. I hit the home run on the Broncos pick. Other than that, there was a week Z was off by a week. I was off a couple times by a week. Other than that, pretty fun. Pretty fun.
What was their week 17 game against?
Through the Cardinals.
Oh, the Ravens. Was it?
Week 17
Oh,
was
that was the Texans.
the Texans. Yes.
Okay, never mind. I thought I potentially got one right, but yeah, I didn't get any right.
Yeah.
So maybe next year.
Yeah.
But that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Obviously, again, we're not going to go through every team schedule, otherwise we're going to be here for 8 hours. So,
Right.
but yeah, that's it. That's it. So, whoever you guys are a fan of, hopefully you guys like your schedule. Hopefully you guys can try to get to one game this season.
Yeah.
I'm going to plan 2. I'm sure Ann will probably plan 1 or 2. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our blind reactions as we're an hour into this. Z, this might really kind of be the last NFL video that we make until training camp,
Thank God.
August.
Yep.
So we still have NBA playoffs to cover.
Yes, we do.
We'll probably be
Celtics
covering
just won tonight.
a couple
Celtics just
others.
won.
Yep. So we'll have an NBA playoffs to cover. If you guys are interested that here, we will be putting out other content throughout the summer, whether it's sports related or not. We will see. But hit the thumbs up, guys, on the video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the blind reaction, a little bit of the entertainment and just genuine reaction from both of us. Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Nope.
And hit the subscribe, hit the like, guys. We appreciate your support. Z and I are just going to keep putting out content each week and keep growing. So we'll probably be back with some NBA playoff talk once the next round's set. We'll put out some other content based off what that is. We'll probably talk about the next upcoming Call of Duty as we kind of get closer to that when that releases in the fall. But other than that, Z, I guess we're going to
end it. Yep, and I'll be buying the next Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'll be buying it.
Celtics have won tonight, so they're moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals.
There you go.
Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys, and then we'll see you guys next week.